All right, hey, what's going on, everybody? What's up, vloggers? Justin here today by myself for a second. Got something a little bit different. If you've been watching, I don't know where to look on my phone, on TheBellLife.com for, gosh, it's probably been, I don't even know how long it's been. It's been probably 6 or 7 months at least. I don't really, trying to hold this thing still while I'm driving. I don't ever really go to the doctor at all, and for much of anything, unless it's something ridiculous. But this has been kind of ridiculous for like the past at least 6 months. I don't know how long it's been, but I got a rash between my butt cheeks and my butt crack. So I don't really know if I can show that or not, but it's definitely been seen on the website before, at least 2 or 3 times. I know that. But so Amy's been wanting me to go, and finally she just made a doctor's appointment, and it just and then to top it off, it has to be the same doctor that we had that delivered the baby, and her name's Dr. Four, and it's a girl. And I guess I'd rather have a girl do it than a guy. I don't know, but I'm like, why does it always have to be? Because last time I did go to the doctor was from a video. I was freaking bleeding out of my butt and couldn't figure out what was going on, and it was from I don't know, I can't remember what it was. Either from a hot video, I can't remember what it was from, but we go up to the doctor, and the doctor goes, waiting on there cutting the sidewalk or something, but the doctor goes, I'm like, I don't want to go to the doctor, so I go up there, and we're waiting in the waiting room or whatever, and they call us back and into the room, and it's me and Amy in the room, and the doctor walks in, and it's Dr. Four. This is before the baby, and she goes, all right, drop your pants. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I looked at Amy, and Amy started laughing. I'm like, this is ridiculous. And I just dropped my pants. She's like, all right, spread your cheeks. I'm like, are you serious? And I spread my cheeks, and she looks around there for, I don't know, a minute. She goes, oh, okay, you're good. You can pull your pants back up. And I'm like, well, what is it? She's like, oh, you just got anal fissures. You just cut your butt pooping. I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah. So, and that's why every time when we were doing hot videos, my freaking butt was on fire when I would crap. It was, but anyways, so I haven't been to the doctor. So that's literally the last time I've been to the doctor was because my butt was bleeding. Now I'm going to the doctor because I have a freaking rash all the way up my butt crack between both sides. I have no idea what it's from. It's almost, if you watch on our BellLife Bangs channel, on some of my, well, actually a lot of my concealed carry guns, they have different lights and different RMRs, and if you all carry guns, sometimes it's hard to find a holster that will work for your gun when you have all the different stuff on it. So there's a company up in Dayton. Is it Dayton? No, up in Middletown, Ohio. It's called Stoner Holsters, and they make custom leather holsters. Well, fast forward, I got like, I don't know, 5 or 6 of them for 5 or 6 different guns, and they switched their leather or their stain or whatever for like not very long at all. But when they did that, whatever that compound they used, there's one holster that I had to have remade. I would wear it because I carry inside the waistband, and it would actually break me out. And I'm like, okay, so I didn't think I was allergic to anything, but that one holster did. So I had that. That they changed their dye. I can't remember what it was, but that fixed that. And the only other thing that messes me up is every once in a while, I wear Old Spice deodorant. I can't remember which one it is. It's the blue one. It's blue. Is it called Polar, or I can't remember, something Sport? I don't know, but it's Old Spice. And one random day, I look and my underneath my arm is burning. I'm like, what is going on? And then all of a sudden, it starts peeling, like my skin starts peeling off. And I lift my arm up, and it's like I got a huge rash underneath my arm. And literally all I did was, I'm like, okay, well, I've been using Old Spice for like 10 years. So I just switched from Old Spice to whatever that's called, to a different brand for like 2 or 3 weeks, and it went away. So then I switched back to Old Spice, and I'm using the same stuff that I've used for 10 years, and I don't have a rash. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. Sometimes in the summer, in the crease of my arm right there, I'll get like a red heat rash. It's really hard to explain. I don't know what that is either. I have no idea, but so I mean, I'm just telling all the stuff that's happened to me. But right now, this little freaking crack rash thing is really driving me nuts, because when it's hot, or when you're working during the day or whatever, your freaking butt will itch, and you look like a clown itching your butt. And then at night, I use antibacterial. What is that? I use hand soap, antibacterial hand soap, the stuff I use when I get tattoos, to wash my butt instead of Old Spice, because I use Old Spice body wash. So I thought, well, maybe it's that. So I've been doing that for like a month, and it doesn't really do anything. But before we go to bed at night, I mean, it's kind of dried up, and between my crack, and that's about it. But I don't know. So Amy had a fit yesterday, and she's like, well, I'm making a doctor's appointment. So she made one for right now, today, for 9:45, and it is 9:48. So I'm pulling in now, and this parking lot is freaking full. How do you literally, and this doctor office just opened up. It's really close to our house. It used to be even closer, but they moved a little bit further away. But we'll go in, and we'll go have my butt examined, and see what they say. Let me get out of this thing real quick. I bring my fiber energy in to watch her get mad at me over that, but it's here. There they are, St. Elizabeth Physicians. So we'll go see what they say, and I'll be back. I'm back here. See what they're gonna say. There's a horse there. Right there. See what they say and be back. I weigh 259 point, I don't know, basically 260 pounds. So a little bit fat. Gonna have to lose some weight. All right, and we're on the road again. We're headed to get the goods from the drugstore, CVS. So it's kind of funny it's always awesome to have to pull your pants down, and I haven't had a finger in my butt from a doctor yet, but kind of funny how Amy texted me how I specified a doctor, but I don't really want to have to do that anytime soon. But I told her what was going on, and I'm like, it doesn't literally bother me at all. It doesn't. Every once in a while it'll itch a little bit, like I said, but it's not a bad deal at all. I don't know, but Amy's freaking out about it, so I'm like, well, I'll like I said, I don't really go to the doctor unless I'm freaking dying. So that one time, I did have to go to the doctor one time when I was working. I was in the union, and you have back then it was 5 years of schooling 2 nights a week after work, and then 3 years of schooling 1 night a week. And I was in, I think, the 4th or 5th year for heating and air conditioning, and I was in class, and what was going on? I can't remember. Was it my ear hurting, or was my tooth hurting? I can't remember which one was hurting. I think my ear was hurting. I can't even remember what ear it was. It's been, gosh, I don't know. It's probably been 6 or 7 years ago. My ear, something was hurting. I can't remember if it was the ear or the jaw. And I'm in class, and I'm like, man, this is getting worse. Like, it's getting worse and worse. And I think it was an earache. I'd never had an earache before. I mean, I've had swimmer's ear and all that kind of stuff, but I've never had an earache. So, sorry, my finger's in the shot, but, so I'm in class. I'm like, man, it's really hurting. And then class got out, they normally let us out about 8:30, and then it's about 35 minutes back home. And that's before we lived in the house. We actually lived in an apartment, me and Amy and the kids. And got home and I'm like my freaking ear is killing me, and it started hurting so bad my whole jaw was hurting, and I had no idea what was going on, and basically, I'm pretty good with is this right? I'm pretty good with handling pain, but tell you what, that's a whole nother pain from a whole nother level there with freaking an earache. So we went to the little, I think a Kroger little clinic or whatever, and it was an ear infection, I think, and which was going down causing my jaw to hurt and everything. But gave me some medicine, and it was like, I think literally like the next day I was fine. But that really had me jacked up. But anyways, get on to the good stuff here. So I got my after chart thing here, whatever, after visit summary chart. Justin Bell, what is this thing? So she gave me, she just called it a rash. It's just a rash. I don't even know what kind of rash. I think she just said rash, but it says, does it say what kind it is? I don't even know what kind it says. Gosh, I don't know what it is. It's like HYDROCORTISONE, that 2.5% of that, and KETOCONAZOLE. I have no idea how to say any of those, and it's 2% of that. And she says it's steroid cream or whatever, so it's supposed to apply that 3 times a day or whatever. So probably not going to apply it 3 times a day. Probably, I don't really like any kind of juice between my freaking butt cheeks, so I don't really want that going on all day long. So I might just do it at night, but just prescribe that. And then I was telling her that, I'm 34 now, and which to some people is old, and some people it's not old. And I don't know if it's because I'm getting, up in my 30s now, that I just don't recover as quick as I used to be. I tell you what, you can still see that when I freaking busted my nose. But I don't recover as quickly. Like I said, we did legs on Tuesday. We did walking lunges, and man, my freaking legs are ridiculously sore. It's unbelievable. Like, normally, it's just, I don't know how to explain it. I just don't recover. I don't have the energy that I used to have. I don't have the, like, jump out of bed and go get it kind of deal or whatever. It's like I'm dragging. I don't understand that. So, they talked to a few different guys, like when Trey went to the hospital for the gummies, they did a full write-up on him, with his checking his took his blood and checked all of his levels and whatever all that means. Did blood work on him, and he had like one thing that was a little bit elevated or whatever, but he was completely fine. So I'm like, I'm 34 and I've never had my blood checked. So I thought, well, so she ordered a blood work, and she's like, just go to the desk right next door. And I'm like, okay. So like I said, I've been, I still drink Fiber Energies. And while I was in the waiting room waiting for her, I took a little sip of it, but I haven't eaten since, this was like 10:40 in the morning, and I hadn't eaten since like 8:30 last night. So I was good. I already fasted for, well over 12 hours. And you're only supposed to drink water, but I had a little sip of this. So I went over to the lady at the desk for the blood work, and I told her what I did, and she's like, well, it's better if you have nothing. So I'm like, well, okay, maybe I'll come back either this week sometime or whatever to do that, just to get the blood work done, to I don't even know how long those results even take to get the results back for your blood work, but just to see, make sure everything's good and make sure I'm where I'm supposed to be. I mean, I guess I could still die right now, but just make sure I'm as healthy as I'm supposed to be. But you can see where we're at now. We are at CVS Pharmacy. So I'm gonna go through and get this butt cream, and then show you all the butt cream, and that's really about it. But luckily it's no the rash wasn't a huge deal. She's like, oh yeah, it's just a rash. And I'm like, well, okay, well, it's like 8 inches long. It's my whole freaking butt crack. But she's like, yeah, it's a big rash. I'm like, oh, okay. So it was a so anyways, never thought I'd be making a video about my butt rash, but we'll get this stuff and be back in a minute. Okay, we're back. I actually changed vehicles. got into shorts and everything. So I came down here originally, that last clip you saw, they still didn't have it ready yet, and so I ran back home and helped Amy with a couple things or whatever, and then I just came back down and picked it up. This is make sure there's nothing crazy on here. Maybe I should just pull it out of here. It's called I don't even know. Triamcinolone. I don't know what it is. TRIAMCINOLONE. And it's 0.5% cream. Says apply to affected area 3 times a day. This medication is for external use only. Store in cool, dry place. So, let's see here. Let me get it out. Let me get it out of the bag. I don't think there's anything on here, or my social security number or anything. I'm 100% sure. Gosh, that is back. Oh, there's a couple over there. So, let's see here. There it is right there. That stuff. And then, yeah, so that. More. How many did she give me? 3 of them? 2? 4 of them. Jeez. She must have thought the rash was bad. Another one. Okay, yeah, 4. But, so, that is, I'll just hold it for a minute. Hopefully that's the fix. So, I don't know. Can't obviously show you all my butt, but, I think you can see it in a couple of videos on TheBellLife.com if you care. Like I said, it doesn't really affect me at all, but it would be kind of nice for the rash to go away. So hopefully this works, whatever this stuff is. But I just hate having crap between my freaking butt cheeks. I don't like having swamp butt. It drives me nuts. I like being clean. I don't really like being a mess. But we'll try this and see what happens. I just wanted to take y'all along. That's the first time I've been to the doctor since the anal fissures, and I think that was, she looked it up, I think that was 2020, so it's been the beginning of 2020, so it's been over 3 years, so it's been a minute. Don't go to the doctor very often, so thought y'all, I don't know if you want to see that or not, or if you want to care or not, but got a rash on my butt, and hopefully this does something. Maybe say keep you updated on the vlogs and see if anything changes here in a couple weeks, and I don't know, I'll go from there. Does that sound good? Yeah, we'll just go from there. Well, thank you all a ton for all the support. It really does mean a lot to us. Tried something different actually last night. We went live on our TikTok. I'm recording right now, so I'm on my phone, so I'm not sure what it is, but it's the new one that we started. If you look it up, just type TheBellLife in on TikTok. We have like right at 30,000 followers on TikTok, so that's us if you find us. But went live, and it was actually pretty cool. I was live for about an hour from 10:30 last night till about 11:30, and it was pretty cool getting to talk with a bunch of people and answer some questions. And we're actually going to do it. Gonna try to go live on the way home from the gym a couple nights, a few nights a week. So probably like around between 4:45 and 5:15 is probably, those are the times we get out of the gym at different times. So it just depends how long the workout takes. But if you want to see it, we're going to try to do that for a little while and see if you all like that or not. Just answer some questions and go from there. But that's on our TikTok. Subscribe to the BellLife Bangs. Subscribe to Ask the BellLife, and then of course check us out on TheBellLife.com. We'll see you on the next one.